Hi friends, thanks so much for joining me for Sherry's DIY Secrets. I've been doing the DIYs for approximately 2 months now, and I've done all the fun projects, the arts and crafts, the pictures, some of the painting, the vases, but now it's time to get started with the nitty gritty. So there's a lot of things that need to be updated or made over in the house. And I thought I would do today's video with a sneak peek of what's coming up. So just to give you a little background, the house is approximately 1,600 some odd square feet. There are vaulted ceilings, which are going to be a challenge. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a sneak peek. So here, my friends, we have our vaulted ceiling and windows that don't match up. I would have preferred for the windows on top to match the windows on the bottom in terms of how many windows there are. But that's not what we got here. It looks like a hodgepodge of windows. So this will be one of the first things I want to tackle. The issue is those windows up top are approximately 16 or more feet up, and so it makes it kind of difficult to reach, but I'll figure it out. And then there's the ceiling fan, and I don't hate it. It's just not going to follow the decor that I'm doing for this particular room, so it has to go. Not to mention, I'm not a big fan of white appliances and light fixtures, so this is on the list of the trash can. Now, if there is one thing in this house that I absolutely hate, is this window. It serves absolutely no purpose. You can see the framing does not fit the window, so I'm not even sure why it's there. I forgot to mention, we bought this house. There was one previous owner before we got here, and the house was built in 1997. I don't know what this is. I would love to push it out of that window space, but I've been vetoed. So it'll be interesting to see what I do with this. I haven't had that spark of idea yet to hit my brain. And then there's this doohickey. It's supposed to be some type of security system, but I don't know what purpose it serves, and I don't even think it's plugged up to anything. I've pressed it a couple of times to see if Carlton, the doorman, was going to answer. He did not, but I just know it has to go. This is actually in our dining room, and it's an eyesore. Now, I am missing the cover on the light, and that's because we are painting. Now, I could sit here and say that things in this house were done before we got here and it wasn't really pleasing, but this particular wall, we started painting a while back, and I thought I wanted a nice color, soothing green sort of color, and this looks more like avocado. And I'm not a big fan of avocados outside of a sandwich or guacamole, and well, we're gonna start over with this. So I'll be primering this pretty soon and starting with a new color. On to the next. Still working through the dining room area, there is this ceiling fan, and I don't dislike it. It just doesn't serve a real purpose. There are 3 AC heating vents in this area, and the fan just doesn't serve a purpose. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually taking the ceiling fan and moving it to another room. This window is located in our dining room. And when we first moved here, the curtain and the window film that I put on kept the looky-loo neighbors from looking in. So it served a purpose, but at this time, I'm ready for a change. So this has to go. So as you can see here, it's the staircase, and I'm actually in the process of painting it, and you'll notice that I used the border trim that I used on the mantelpiece to add a little flair. Probably won't be doing a video on this. I'm also painting the molding throughout the first level of the house. So this won't be on a video, but I am going to show it to you once it's all done. Now portion of the half bath that I'm going to do something with. So it's this vanity that I'm definitely going to get rid of, and then this mirror. Not sure how I'm going to get rid of it, but it must go, along with the light fixture. So whoever hung this lamp was certainly not on his game. The electrical fixture that should be connected to the electrical source in the ceiling is actually suspended just above the light. So this looks crazy. It actually looks like a UFO when you look up. So this is definitely one for the trash can. So I saw this beautiful bathroom in one of these architectural magazines, and I fell in love with the color. I thought I would try it in my own bathroom. So I unveiled to you what I did in the guest bathroom, but unfortunately I don't have any natural light coming through here, and it's a mess, but no judgment. So as you can see, it's very royal blue throughout the bathroom, and that has to go. Now I actually have a full-length mirror that I'm going to get rid of as well. Now I know that those full-length mirrors are affixed with tar. It's going to be quite difficult to get rid of it or take it down, but I am determined, so stay tuned. Okay, so there's the spin around the house. Of course, there are some rooms that won't need to be touched up as much. So the master bedroom, the master bathroom, and the floors. Now the floors, I'm not really in love with the color, but one thing is for sure, these floors really keep the house cool during the summer months. And summer months in Vegas are about 8 months out of the year. So join me next time and we'll get started on some of these DIYs. See you soon.